Do it.
This is my first time doing this draft, first time doing this style of draft. I have not really looked at the set that much as far as limited goes. I've only looked at the commander cards. But the most important thing is I added this to the stream.
So there's that. So it's 4 people. You draft 2 cards at a time. So it's the same if you've drafted like commander sets, it's that idea. So you need less people, draft faster. And the set is small. Thoughts on the Play-Doh Secret Lair? It's cool. It's just, I mean, it's just reprints, right? I'm always down for reprint Secret Lairs in whatever style that you want to do them in. I don't remember exactly all of the cards that are in it. There's like Academy Manufactor in it, right? Hi, Schultz. Get out of here, Schultz. Also, Wes, nobody want to draft yet? It's been a whole 11 minutes of this set being live. We're at 3.
I got this mask to film an episode for Decked Out and also to troll people at MagicCon. But it's really hard. It's hard to see.
Okay. Also, because I don't know these cards by art, because I'm more familiar with the Spider-Man arts.
Say the thing.
No, I can't say the thing because I gotta save it for the episode.
Say the thing.
Also, it's totally out of context.
There's like 4 people in there. Say the
There's
thing.
like 12.
Do it.
Apparently, Nerd Girl is very entertained that I can do a bad John Mulaney voice. Which if that tells you anything about what's going to happen in that in the episode we recorded,
Say the thing.
I can't. That's the best line.
You're no fun.
And so, I said some things about John Mulaney and his life and the things that he's done during the episode. I should pick some cards. All right, yeah, we'll do this. That draws cards. Cool. And Bagel. That's a flyer. Sure. Yeah. This is not a good time for me to be distracted. I have to make real decisions. All right, so this is rent is due. So we ideally get like we're going wide. Flyer that jumps. That's an expensive version of this. I mean, I guess the body's big. This is pretty solid. That's pretty solid. And do we just take other flyer? There's no, like, treasures here, right? Flying as long as it's modified. Sure, we'll go with that. Green-white tokens. Yeah, maybe green-white tokens. What do you do? Look at top 5, 2 creatures into hand. Sacks make a treasure. Hey. Or do we go with the bagel? Did you see your last question? I didn't, because I can't read. What is sub? I don't know. You all ask this every time, but you only ask it when I'm here. The only person that knows what that is Nerd Girl. No, not these. We do these two. Yeah, I think this card is very good. Like, it's a. I think this is very good. Like, that it cantrips on both options. Green is, like, starting to dry up. I'll start grabbing some blue cards, because we have this also. Man, yeah, we're going all bagels all day. What's gonna work best with that? All this red is open too. I don't think we want red though. Attacks mill a card. That doesn't seem like what we're doing. Should have taken that land. All right, what are you? Oh, this is okay. Yeah. Venom. That's not us. So that seems good. Yeah. Those? Do we have like other +1 counter synergies? Because I think that would be the big one that we could find here. Because of the triple pastry. Ooh, what are you? Oh, this is for web slinging. Or an web. We'll definitely take removal. I mean, I don't think there are other things I want here. I gotta remember, this is also green. Yeah, these both seem solid. So we're definitely white. We're maybe blue, maybe green. We have not as much green, but the blue cards that the green cards we've taken are better. Whoa. Yeah, I like this. I like this. And then color fixing. It's all of our colors. It's all of our colors. Return a tapped creature allows us to get some extra value out of this thing. Janai and Hoppy. Yeah. This is ramp and web. Says enter search for an aura or equipment. Sure. I'm Batman. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I'm gonna shut down my stream. Yeah, sure. Rare. Okay, final pack. This has been a very fast draft experience. Looking at my opponent's hand seems good. And removal and protection seems good. Hopefully the land comes around. Yeah. I think we're probably cutting blue out of this. Unless, like, we have the land to splash if we want. Yeah, this is not, I don't think, worth it for us. Could use some more small flyers, I think. 1s and 2s. More grab creatures. I mean, this equipment seems pretty good, and it gives us a target for the other thing, but, like, not really what we're looking for. Ooh, what are you? That's worth splashing for. Don't love any of these other options. We can grab this for the splash. I don't know. I think these are very good. I am still concerned that we don't have, like, our opening is a little weak aside from just bagling for a while. All right, that's our picks. I guess we're actually not that bad here. And here's Wonderweave. Oh, don't need you. 3 more cuts. This also was very, like, a very easy. Hi, Rob the Princess. This is enters it was cast from graveyard, attach it. Otherwise, it is 3 mana, equipped for 2 +2/+0, flying and haste. I don't think this is what we want. We are kind of covered on the flying department. Like, gives. Oh, this has like 2 targets now, right? We can grab Angler Shield. Yeah, I think we get rid of that because we don't have ways to discard. We'll drop a pastry. And then our curve's pretty low. Like, these are actually not 5 drops. This is not really a 5 drop. What's our colors look like? We're much heavier in white. I don't know. My instinct is here to just drop an island. Like, we have ways to search. We have treasure makers. Set 2 full of flyers. I don't know. Because a lot of them are jumpers. But we will find out. Ready, everybody?
Alright. I can't see, but I see multicolored, and that seems pretty good for us. Alright, that's a flyer, but it makes a food. I think we play the good card. Okay.
This thing is the... Oh, it's if it's modified. We have one of these. Right. So we can hit for 2. We can web sling back and ramp. That seems pretty good. Or we can... Oh, yeah. All right. So we hit for 2. And then it's weapon time. And we get a 1/1. Spider lag? No. Ooh, perfect way to modify. Cool. Hitting land drops. All right, so when we cast a creature, we put a counter on something and it gains flying until end of turn. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. All right, so she's holding up 2 white. That's scary. So I guess we probably just want to get the value that we have out of these. Because I assume one of these eats it. Oh, okay. We're good. Yeah, I've never heard that person. That's very funny. Okay. She's got blue mana now. What is the song? What's the song from? All right, well, we can only play a spell currently, a creature spell currently. So I think we want to make sure that we get our 6 in the air through. This is destroy a creature with flying, but sorcery. Keep in mind, sorcery only. Very important. All right, are these both spiders? Spider. Send it. Cool. And then I think we just keep webbing. This is working out very well. Woo! We're cooking. All right, we finally this finally goes away, but I think a little late. All right, so we just need to sneak 3 damage in. We can kill a flyer. Then means we can get 2 creatures in. We need to get 1 more through, and this should be enough. Because we just put a counter here. And this is ward 2. And there's not enough mana to crack a food, right? This is treasure, this is food. Yeah, we're good. All right, Spider-Man, easy. Yeah, the web sling and web synergy, it feels very good. All right, here we go.
Oh, fully fixed again. Incredible. What are you? First main phase, discard, draw. Oh, and when you cast from anywhere. Yeah, we can... That's fine, that's fine.
Can't believe they Death Flame bursted this old lady. She just fancies spiders. Wow, and only 1 creature. That's brutal. At least we can play this on the next turn. Are we still doing deck techs? No, not today. Deck techs are tomorrow. This is main phase, discard, creature can't block, and when my stuff dies, I take damage. Okay. Do we set up for this? Just play this? Yeah, that seems right. I assume they do not discard here for Crash, but they will discard for the other thing. We'll make a treasure. Next turn, we get this. Means we can hit them in the air for 4 and draw a card. And we'll have 2 mana left over if they play a flyer. All right. Mayhem deck. Ouch. We probably just need to get stuff off the board. I think we need to get a 5/4 off the board. We don't need that yet. Also, maybe we dig and get a card and gain 3 life. Ooh. Get a little N-web action. Okay, that's much better, I think. Is there some way to buy tech slots ahead of time? It's a little funky right now. Oh, I can just do this with the treasure. Yes. Because we're in the process of like changing around how that works. So some of our longtime patrons are sort of grandfathered in for this. So the short answer is no. I don't. These are nerd girl questions. I don't know the details of what we're doing, but that's the main thing. Is all some of our longtime patrons are grandfathered into doing these deck techs on a regular basis. Which I don't think is the thing that we continue to do. Okay, cool. Totally fine with that. That's a pretty weak turn for them. They gain life. All right, so now what we're looking at on the next turn, we have... This starts to make a big creature. This returns villains from graveyard to hand. So just this. Does this like reach or anything? Menace. Okay, I think we start hitting them. Hitting and drawing cards. We get this on the board. And now they have to decide.
Little flyer. Okay. Interesting. They didn't want to play their big thing first because this cares about a creature attacks alone.
Why did they not want to do that? Do they have a trick, or is it just sequencing was off a little bit? This can search for. I think we're out of things, right? We have our two equipment already out. Oops. All right, so if I equip here, we can swing, tap out this, and then put something in the way after we draw our cards. They are cracking back for 8, which is almost lethal. Yeah, I think I'm overextending here, but that helps a lot. That's nice. We can just kill this now. All right. Let's just see if we can survive here. This is going to be something. Wait for them to commit to the attack. Get that out of here. All right. Cool. So they'll return their one thing, which they can play again, right? No, they want this. They want the life linker. I see you. Oh, this is an ETB. We can fly over with an ETB? That's so good. So you have these. Yeah, I think we do this. We send this over the top. We'll have, I think we leave back both the other blockers. We just draw our cards. Because then we can get them in the air on the next turn. There's another blocker. You love to see it. And then I think I move this. Yeah, because I don't think there's a reason to... Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to leave the mana up for the food, because if they kill me, then it'll be through combat. And I won't have time for the food to be relevant. All right. That's one no blocker. Do they just... I think they just win here? Yo, they definitely just win now. Yeah, because we can only stop... I should have left... no, yeah, the food would not matter. The food would not matter. They just gotta swing. Yeah. They got me. All right. Tough. We drew a whole lot of lands, not a lot of creatures. Thank you, Ergonomic. I don't have any other creature I can put in this, right? Like, we just kind of whiffed on that. I don't know. I kind of want this. I kind of want the fourth pastry. It's like, this thing is also... This is not great for us. We need, like, our good stuff. Yeah, we'll dump this. That's pretty bad. Okay, looks totally playable. We're the first to put a creature on the board. We'll put the one that does more damage out. So he's not a spider. He's an exterminator. Okay, what is the other thing this does? Mill 4, return a creature. Cool. Man, we don't have any spiders. That's only gonna be a 3/3. I think that's still the right call, though. Be nice if we just rip a 2-power creature. Be able to swing in with both. Yeah, the creatures, they got some heft to them in this one. They're trying to figure it out. Uh-oh. Full pass. All right, well, let's just go to combat. Since none of our other spells really care about that. Let's see that removal. Hi, Saretha. Oh, Infernal Grasp. That's in this. Okay. Oh, that's like that's the bonus sheet. All right, so now we play some other stuff. I think let's do this. I want to draw the card. Put it here. Man. Also, still missing the land. That's rough. Let's dig for a land. No. Painful. Can't take you. All right, here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are we talking about? But also, don't know what to send for tomorrow. Rebuilding core of Baitor. Is that the which Baitor is that? Or Green Goblin? I have built Green Goblin if you mean the Grixis one. So I have some recent knowledge of that one. Man, that's big. Really, really wish we had just a little bit more mana here. Yeah, I just gotta set up, I think. We gotta get that out of here. Put another pastry on board. Let's see. Precon Baitor. Okay, well, yes. Not the main set one. I've also built that. I don't know. Those are all good choices. All right, this is a 2/3 with reach and rummages on tap. Actually, maybe do I just drop this? Or I can play this suited up. I think that's a pretty good call. We won't put the counter on it because that seems like a waste, but I will do this. So I'm okay if they remove this because we still get a 1/1. And then we can put the counter on the 1/1. Woo. Double legendary, no! I think this is probably just they take the Death Toucher. We got 2 4/3s and one of them very expendable. I guess also interesting, they could have taken the Mayhem card to get it onto the board for cheap. When Celestine came out and introduced life gain based Reanimator, did Rodolph come after that? But yeah. Second part to AMA. You got to make them shorter. Second is tune-ups or ways to better capture the theme or goal. I mean, you know that I got the taps fresh on my brain. I'll be honest. I think that station as a core mechanic for a deck is not good. Station will only be like a helping thing to a different theme. Yeah, like, you know, if that's what you want to do, don't stop it. No, you have the wrong one, Schultz. You have to ask what sub deck means or whatever. You have to update your trolling. At least they don't have, like, anything big on the board. Same year, but... Alright. This is not bad. We refill our hand, but there's a possibility that we can't put a blocker down. I think we have a healthy life total. I'll dig first. Come on. Keeps only giving me 1. Well, Station is very good for tapping stuff. But yeah, I don't think it's good as my deck is built around Station. Yeah, Station is just really nice for like supporting other things. But there's both not enough Station and not a good enough payoff to be using it right now. Man. Another creature. Come on. Killing me. All right, so we have enough for this. These are tapped too, aren't they? Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Hopefully this holds off some attacking. We've almost got all of our lands on the board. I have to block stuff. That doesn't help me. But I think we have just enough left. All right, so yeah, I'll just make these now and then get our free equip. Because I also don't know if they have, like, discard. An idea for a commander that will work with Sultai, Explorer, Reanimator, leaves the graveyard that isn't mill heavy. That isn't mill heavy? Why wouldn't you want it to be mill heavy? That's what would make that archetype good. I don't know. Can you tell if you can tell me why you don't want it to be mill heavy? Then I can help you more. But it's like I want to do stuff with my graveyard without putting things into my graveyard. Man, this thing has been doing work for them because I just have not been able to interact with it. Like that menace, the menace that they gave it on the previous turn was so crucial. This does not hit their stuff. All right, we'll swing just this so I can draw cards. There we go. That's something. Don't love mill. I mean, Explorer is just mill with extra steps, but let's see. Oh, I'm just gonna gain life and draw another card here. Do this. I probably just need to put creatures out, right? What does this do? Haste. Okay, and you need it to be in Sultai? Hmm. Cool mechanics that don't go anywhere. Well, it's tough when you say any that have like just come out, because those like you then because we're like comparing those mechanics to things that have gotten like multiple returns. Uh hmm. Yeah, I'm still thinking about this the Sultai thing, but yeah, it's tough when you're because like Station had one set to and like the cards the Station cards are good and usable. It's just like it's tough to be like, all right, they've had one set that just came out. I can't believe they didn't make enough for me to make a full commander deck around. Oh, Damia, that's the refill your hand, right? That would be a very good one. What are you? I need that to get bigger so I can kill it. Yikes. All right, well, I'd like to draw my cards. Yeah, Damia, I think, is the one. All right, this has to hit you, so you can chump or you can trade, and I'm okay with that. Cypher. I mean, I for that one though, like, is that a build around mechanic or is that a helper mechanic? Because some of them are just simply like that's just what they are. That's like I don't know, like I can't make an Outlast deck. Well, yeah, that's because it's a helper mechanic. It's how it's supplementary to like a bunch of different +1/+1 counter synergies. All right, we got this, and then we will modify it. I'm feeling much better about our position now.
Say the thing.
What? uh. Okay. Maybe we've turned this around. Four damage, huh? You got one card left in your hand. I think this is worth it because all their stuff is not. I haven't been able to use this card. Now it also gives us another modified creature. Yeah, yeah, me. So I assumed that that's what was happening. 5/4, 5/4, huh? We definitely need to block you. I think we just go here. Re-equip. Nice. They let us have the draws. I don't think that's a good choice. Ooh, all right, please. Are you going to finally give me 2 creatures? Nope. And we every time we get this, we have our stuff on the board already. Right? I don't think there's no more. This gives +1/+1. Yeah. Move that here. All right, I'm going to set a stop so I remember to use our surveil. All right, come on, we got to get him. What are you? Wow, jumps all the villains. Are you just dead then? You're dead if I can deal with your Reacher. All right, give me something good. Pigeon. Okay. I mean, I guess that gives us a block here. This is what, only flying on our turn? No, this just, yeah, during your turn has flying. This one actually has flying. Move this here. Send that. Oh, oops. I forgot that there's extra abilities on that. Wow. Incredible. Yeah, right, because we just have not really been using this equipment the whole time. Can't believe you were all distracting me with commander questions while there's lethal on board. All right. I think we can win out with this deck. This looks solid. Pastry on 1, Wonder Weave on 2. Put a counter on it to 3/3 flyer with Ward. Woo! Yeah, Ward 2, you can't touch this. Oh, that's so good. Hit them with that. Okay. Pretty nice. This card is so good. This card is so good. The fact that it draws off the life gain part too. Yeah, this also, like, this setup is so strong. Like, the fact that this has ward inherently, that it's not the ward that it gains from being modified, means that you drop this on 2 and you are not worried at all. And then you're super free to just modify it however you want on your next turn. I think this is going to be a very dominant common. I guess I just keep hitting them, right? Might as well put another counter on this. Like, do you have a 1 mana answer to this? I assume not. Okay, so there's a stop here, which means they have a kill an attacking or tapped something. So we will need to be careful of that. Excellent. This thing has been killing it. I should check my creature count because like this seems fine, but we need to cut it considering what it's not done for us each time. Don't like you have to sack it. I mean, like, it's so much. It does so much. Also, it's food. We can't make infinite food. Whoa. And there's a second mode? That's so strong. All right. I think I'm going to be sad because this is going to get blown up. Yep. So we eat 6 here. That's close to lethal. With Nuka-Cola, you get infinite food. With this? I mean, there are lots of ways to get infinite food with Nuka-Cola. Alright. How do we not die? We have 6 mana total. That is not enough to put 2 things onto the board. Prime. Alan, I like mental misplay. Alan, I'll message him. Yeah. Yeah. This is, I think, not good for me. Yeah, I think I have to just not attack here. Elect man, I see you. Let me finish this and then I can address. Okay. Okay, so there I think it's a pretty simplistic way to categorize mechanics, but to me, mechanics are sack and gain all their creatures get hexproof indestructible. All right, so see if we can pull this off, because no matter what, unless you can kill two things, we live. Or if they have like some weird tricks. Because some mechanics are like a means to an end, and some of them are like the end, or like, all right, we know you're probably going to try and sacrifice this anyway, so we should be blocking this way. Okay, there it is. That's the spell we've been waiting to see. So it's just 2 mana to do that. That's pretty nice. Hey Cecil. Caramel Sidverse. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out together. Elect man, you're definitely there's not any line you're crossing. You as long as you're okay with, sometimes it'll take me a while to answer. Let's see. How do I not take 2 damage? This seems rough. Or how do I smash through for 9 right now? I don't think either of those things are going to happen. Yeah, because I can't put up enough blockers. That helps. Kind of. So now they've got to get through with 2 things. Yeah, it's not looking pretty, but I think we can live another turn. Yeah. Okay, so it's like, it can be fun to build around, you know, any mechanic. But if you let's take something like what I'm gonna look at what ones you brought up. So like dash itself doesn't do a thing to build around. Like an individual creature with dash, you may be able to build around that creature, but only one flyer. I can't really do much other than block the biggest thing. Easy. That will at least give me food. I don't think we can stop enough flyers. So we'll have, what, one flying blocker? They have 3 things that can fly. I don't think that I can stop this. Okay, let's see. What were... Yeah, they just full send, then they win. All right, yeah, they got there. Yeah, this one was... I guess this deck was tough. We somehow did not end up with enough creatures. Okay, well, I guess lesson learned there. Too many bagels, not enough creatures. Yes. Okay. So mechanics, like, I'm trying to think of the best examples here. Take the shield again. That was very good. So that's a very common folk saying, Rob. Hammy. This is very strong. -2 only my opponent's board. Although we've seen that everything is big, so this may not matter. I don't know. I don't know what... do I want to win, or do I want to draft the same deck? Because, like, this is just good. I don't know. We'll take the 2 Mayhem cards. Let's go there. Huh. Creature on the bottom of its library. That seems pretty good. Also, makes it seem pretty safe that those cards being left, player to our right is not in red and black. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely no complexity threshold, but you can... I just will be distracted. Oh, man. It's big. It can discard. This is a really good outlet for the mist, though. And it's not legendary. Foretell. I guess, okay, here, let me ask the question. Let me frame this differently. What are some mechanics that you feel you can build around? And, you know, this is open to anybody. What are some mechanics that you feel like you can build around this mechanic? And this will make sense once we get some examples. Plot. You think you can build around plot? What are you building around plot? Also, because like that's funny, Rob. You say Cypher because that was example earlier of one that feels like we cannot build around. Also, is it pie flavor, like, or is it piflavor? Pie. Okay, yes, pie flavor. That doesn't count because that's not a mechanic. That is a general idea of things, but you're also helping me to get to my eventual point. This is only from among them. I wish this was graveyard in general. Yeah, we'll take these. Ooh, we're getting what we want here. I think this is gonna be pretty solid. Kellen the Kid with warp and plot and impulse. Yes, but now we're not building around plot. We're building around Kellen. So I'll well my setup here is that I think a lot of people I think you're rarely building around a mechanic. You're usually building around either an individual card that happens to use that mechanic, or you're building around a concept that a particular mechanic leans into. Energy counters, I think, would be a good example of you are actually building around a mechanic. Let's see. You were good. This is shock, though. Shock is shock. We like shock. I guess I gotta be careful not to take too much. I think some of this will come back around. Yeah, I think we're in good shape here. Yeah, mutate also a good example of this is you're building around this mechanic because nothing else does this. And the cards are literally like, hey, the more you use this exact mechanic, the better. But a lot of things are not actually building around the mechanic. Yes. All right, we're really getting what we want here. Ooh, 2-drop that connive. Great, we can work with that. Ooh, wait, villains flying. We should probably take that. This we saw go all the way around the table, so I'm going to grab this instead. So that's mainly my thinking is like some of these mechanics, you know, you're like, yeah, let's see, like Madness and Mayhem. Really, you're not building a Madness deck. you're building a discard synergy deck. You're using madness cards because they work really well with that. Oh my god. I don't think we can play you. Oh man. This like doesn't quite do what we want, but it is still a 2/3 flyer. We gotta take it. Smell mana value 4 or greater. So this actually works well with what we want. I think that's gonna come back around. I should have taken the removal, I think. Oh. This is very mayhemy. This is too. I think I really need to make sure I have the discard outlets here. I think this will come around. I don't think anybody wants that card. Yeah, because I think you can also think of it as like, okay, when you approach the mechanic, are you? Is it like I've picked my mechanic. Now, what enhances this mechanic, or what does this mechanic enhance? And I feel like a lot of those are the second one, where you're like, okay, this helps another thing. So now I'm gonna add those things to the deck. Nice. Instead of, yeah, I knew that would come around. How different is the drafting experience? So one of the things you noticed, especially in this draft, was how quickly you could pick up on what colors were available, and so we really locked into these quickly, and I was able to like in that last pack know that, all right, nobody's gonna pick this card because we've seen what's been going around, and I was able to last pick this, which is pretty good for us. It also was significantly faster. All right, let's get rid of these. I don't think we need that. We ended up with 2 of these. I don't think we need more of these. How many spiders do we actually have? Well, we have 7. Never mind. Maybe we keep those. I don't think we need mill. We have so much removal. So many 3-drops. We don't need you. It's a lot of these. This is pretty bad. Hi, Cecil. Yeah, it is early access. Yeah, the rest of our removal is just so good. I'll get rid of that. How good do we think Shock is going to be? Creature count is currently 19. We'll try not to cut too much more. I think we don't need you. You're pretty weak. I mean, sure, yeah, it doesn't, Rob the Princess, it doesn't really matter what terminology you're using. What I'm saying is certain mechanics don't need to be supported in a way that you can build a full deck around specifically that keyword mechanic, that they're not, that like, by design, they help other things, that you have enough like similar mechanics, or you have other like other cards that those work well with, but you don't need like you don't need enough madness cards to fill a whole deck, because that's because of those reasons. Yeah, we're way too heavy at 3. You think that the Omenpaths set is better than the Spider-Man set? I think they're the same set, and that's very honest. It doesn't matter to me much. Like, flavor does a lot, and I think both sets are very flavorful. I more like what the cards do, and the cards do the same thing on either one. Like, I'm not particularly I'm not like a huge Spider-Man fan,
But whatever, Spider-Man's cool. I'll take some Spider-Man cards.
Visiting a lot of random other places throughout the in-universe worlds, also cool. It seems a little scattered. I feel like there's not a cohesive theme here, unless like there's some sort of lore on why spiders are taking over multiple planes. But the individual designs are great. How many villains do we actually have? 10. Yep, we'll keep that. What do we want? I think I cut you. You're good, but you're not synergistic. We don't have that many instants and sorceries, and I don't imagine that we would have mana held up for when this dies. I need to cut 2 more cards. I'm going to count this really as a 4-drop. All right, Arachnomania. How many things am I actually casting? Yeah, he got a stream offline. Good. Yeah, because he did respond to me. He was like, oh crap. Okay, so things, they have to be either non-legendary or spiders. So we have 1, 2, 3. 3, this does not count. 4, 5. This we count. 6 because we're exiling stuff. 7, 8. 9. That's pretty good, and I want to play this card because it's cool. My instinct is to pull this shock. Everything has got a 3 butt. Is that... Are we cooking too hard there? The real answer, I think, is we have too much at 3. I don't know. We only have 4 creatures we actually want to play at 3. I'm cutting the shock. All right. Ooh, orange name. That means this is a Wizards employee. And we don't have a play until turn 3. But we do have a board wipe. I think I keep this. Let's see. Oh, I see, Electman. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, it sounds like that card game was very like on rails. Like maybe not the gameplay, but at least the deck building. And so to me, if I'm like, if I there's a particular mechanic that I want to use heavily in my deck, I'm like, okay, how am I supporting this, or what does this support? Also, we're getting roped by Wizards. Okay, all right, here we go. That pigeon's gonna get misted. Ooh. This -2 is everything, or if I mayhem, it's only their stuff. Do I develop here? No. How to find this in Scryfall, but is there blue Ghostway? No, there's not, because that card would the amount of play that card would see, you would know if that existed. It's yeah, that card, there's no it doesn't happen. It doesn't exist. So I can miss them now, or I can set up a way to do it. I think I'm gonna try to set this up. Yeah, this map is cool. Ooh, bubbles. Let me click stuff. Bubbles, bubbles. Favored fighter. What do you... Make a treasure. Can't be blocked by more than one creature. Yikes. Yikes. Is this gonna... Okay, I was worried that it might screw me up for a moment, but... Yeah, so we kill 1, 2, 3. I think this is still worth it. We're gonna get hit, but I don't think this is gonna get better. So now they might as well block. All right, well, we get hit for 7, but we have plenty of stuff. 2 of these, that's rough. Man, that's a 4/4 for 4 that makes a treasure and has evasion. Jeez. So we have an answer to 1 of them. We can send this, trade with 3/2. What is this getting plus from? Oh, from this. Okay. We toss like this. Mayhem it for 1. Discard another card. Mayhem again. They should block this. Or I guess, no, because they have lethal. Hey, Jay. Where are you? Are you in North Carolina? Because that's where the one veggie wagon that I know of is. All right, so we definitely play this. The question is, do we also pitch a card? Yeah, it's like 30 minutes away. Yep, I do it. I knew it. This allows us to also get this onto the board. Which blocks there? Or do we? Yeah, because there's not a better way to get that out. All right. Hopefully that is enough to hold them for a moment. Because I will gladly trade all of my stuff right now. Yeah, Jay, can you... I mean, I don't use Twitter anymore, but... Oh, that's bad. Yeah, they're the reason that I can't have my exact name on Twitter, but yeah, I don't use it anymore. We block this. We can kill one of them. Yeah, I think we have resources right now. I just need them to slow down. Okay. This allows me to get a body on the board and kill one of their things. All right, kill one, please. Thank you. All right, maybe now I take this one, go to 6. And this is... Nice. All right, so we'll play this. We get a card. Like a fool, I... That's better. That's better. Yeah. This looks great. All right. Well, I'm holding back this because we already have lethal on the board, and being able to remove their thing, I think, is pretty important. All right, we turned that around. This is very fun. The mayhem. I do have to like keep in mind because I found myself a couple times thinking madness. And I was like, all right, so I can discard the -2 and then in combat be able to -2, but that's not how it works. You still have to cast stuff at normal speed. Ooh, this is not good. Like, we're first. This does not do a lot. It does. I get Arachnomania, but I think this is pretty bad. That's significantly worse. Arena, why? All right, we'll start at 5, I guess. Yeah, this sucks. Yeah, I think we're not discarding here.
That would have been nice earlier. Okay, so if I do this, the haste does not matter. But the counter, I guess, does. Yikes.
This does not even kill it. All right. So you enters this connives. Sure. Target player draws a card and then up to one creature you control connives. I think this is a good time to remove this. So lifelink will definitely be a problem for us. That's awkward. That is one of the things you'll have to keep in mind a lot for this set. This one is weird because this is a rare that we happen to get 2 of, but there are a lot of legendary commons and uncommons. So like keep in mind as you're drafting and building your decks that might be an issue. Oh, you were just a little late. Just a little late. But now we're racing. I killed them in 2 hits, and they only kill me in 3, so it's something. Now they kill me. He's still 3. Oh my god, you have 8 in your... Oh god. It's not good. Huh. What's the play here? We can try and surprise them because this is 5 hasted. We need to... If they have a villain, then we would lose. If they have removal, then we would lose. I think it is the saddest 5-powered haster that does not go to combat that you've ever seen. I think this is one thing that I like less about this format, which is not even a gameplay related thing. It's just specifically arena. This is only till 4 wins, or I will have to check how many losses, because like getting one game where you get screwed by the shuffler is just awful. Because I want to play games with this deck, but you know, just one of these losses feels like it cuts off so many games I could have played. Yeah, how many losses am I allowed? Maybe it's the same amount. Yeah, this is the same amount. But yeah, that's just so tough for this deck, I think, to have to go down to 5. Is there also a best of 3? I don't know. There's not a best of 3 for this early access streamer event. I have a guess that there won't be best of 3 because their intent for this format is for it to be quick and easy. Yeah, I might cut one of these for the shock. It's +3/+1. So I can possibly run over one thing. And if I don't, I like wisecrack this. And if they double block, it still takes them both out. What mechanic or stuff do I want to see more supported more in the future? That's funny because we just recorded an entire podcast episode talking about this topic. Maybe I'll bring... Let me see if I can think of one that I did not discuss on that. This is perfect. We'll do this. I think we... I don't know. The counter is pretty juicy, but... Let's haste this. We'll pitch this. And then also play this. And also haste it. Good time, boys. Yeah, good time, boys. We're out of spiders, so I think I just swing all of it. If they want to trade, great. We are left with 7 power on the board to their nothing. Yeah, I know one that I wanted more support for. There's Rassilon, the War President from Doctor Who, that is it cares about casting spells from exile, casting non-creature spells from exile, but it's in Dimir, and you'd think that there's enough to be able to build a solid deck around that, but I really struggled. Oh, this creature deals damage to itself. Death touch. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Is Rassilon Cypher? I mean, yeah. Chaldea Brawlers. Cool. Yeah, it turns out hasting all of your creatures and playing them for cheap is a strong strategy. Cypher's biggest fan. It's a good mechanic because it's like this encourages you to do multiple things. It encourages you to be a spell slinger that goes to combat. And that's like that's good design. This looks great. This looks great. All right, you're not a spider. You're an insect villain. Oh, all right, and we have a spider. You're in green. I think we're just tasting this. Because we have the play now. Ew. I guess we want to counter on this. That does not death touch, right? We're going to hope they don't remove this here. I don't think there's a lot of things that they would have, and I gotta stop talking. Oh, that sucked. Because I wanted to be able to have this move available, but I guess it's not necessary. Just inconvenient. Yeah, we don't have to do anything. We have 2 instant speed plays we can make. 3. What are you? So why are things not counterable? Oh, because my spell. Oh yeah, okay, this is that thing. I think that needs to go away. I think that's kind of important to make that go away. This is not a villain. We will take 2. Come on. All right, flash this in. Start doing something good. There's the land we're looking for. And that's a lot of open mana. I guess it means that if they remove this, there's less removal for this thing, Riche. Uh-huh. So what do you have, just like a handful of removal? And you're down to 1 card in hand? Okay. Discard outlet would be so nice. Because I really don't want to cast this for its regular... Oh, God! What's the worst that could happen, right? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can work with that. So if I swing, all my villains get flying, which is they already have. Yeah, it's nothing fancy. Get him. Play big creature. Pass turn. It's a lot of creatures, but not too bad for us. They've still only got one flying blocker. If I can find a way to discard this, then it kills 2 things, 3 things, 4 things. Maybe I just do it. Like, these are not doing anything for me. Yeah, honestly, that's just the move. Use this as a villain too? Yeah. Love to see it. We're in great shape. Holy 51. Holy 51. Hey, Holy. All right, nothing big, nothing big, nothing big.
Does that thing reach? Nope. This does not go face, but that's okay. Because it kills one of their things. All right, here we go. Can they find an answer? The new set is very fun. I'm having a great time. I really like the mechanics. We did kind of a modified and web slinging build for the first one, and then this is like deep into the mayhem discard synergy. And I like it. Ooh, what are they returning?
Another one of these. How do they not die, though? I think they just die. I think that's the thing. Whoop! Yeah! Easy. All right. Final game for this deck. Can we make it to the 4 wins? Oh, all right. Do any of you know who this person might be? Just some initials. Just like initials. LSV. I don't know. Probably it's probably somebody easy.
I think we just had a podcast where we said that was not a person.
Oh yeah. All right, here we go. Yeah, Lord Supervillain. It's probably an account that was just made for this thing. Yeah, what's S in Roman numerals? You are in those colors. I mean, I think you end up going over us anyway. And the removal that you would have here kills our stuff anyway. All right, maybe I should have put in the counter. Okay. I mean, like, I think we're in good shape here. We send this, pitch the other copy. Oh man, what I hope we can draw. If we draw the board wipe, that'd be so nice here. That would be so nice here. All right, we can get rid of that 4/3. But I don't know if this is the right time to be using our removal just to sneak 2 damage through. I'm going to put this on the board, and we're going to relax. Because now, on our next turn, I can toss this to the Brawlers, and then recast in haste. And if we draw a land, that also gives us either removal or getting some card advantage off the Razorkin. All right, yeah, dang. They have all of our cards, but better. At least we're still left with a discard outlet, he said before getting hit with a 3rd piece of removal. All right. Well, there's our land, I guess. I can try and get this online. Like, his attacks aren't great. If we can land this, if we can survive reasonably after this, I think we win this game. But that's gonna require, I don't know, something. Because if we go to untap, we have 2 ways to start casting from the outside hand. This, yeah, you, sure, we're gonna take some damage. I don't know, is there a pump the team in this set? I think that's pretty bad for us. But yeah, I would love to just live here, keep our discarder, get 2 4/3s for 2 mana, and hold up removal. But we will see. All right, down to 8. And we're out of combat. Sure. Okay, it's just some creatures. I think that's a good sign for us. We have to swing this. What's his stop for? Oh, you could sack the kitten. That's pretty good. All right, you're going to kill this, trade for the Caracals. Okay, if we put 2 4/4s on the board, we still end up taking 1, 2, 3, 4-ish damage. Yeah, I could try and get this on the board, but I think I have to hold up the coup. Ooh, even rougher. We don't have a villain. We're gonna take 2 off of that. If he decides to, yeah, do this, then we... And keeps the card. That's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. I'm gonna wait on the removal. Because we get another discard, we get 2 of these. What? What happened? Is anybody watching his stream? Did he, like, mess up or something? Somebody go find out what happened. Because our next turn, like, we do look like we're in good shape, but there's no way he knows that. He's not live. Weird. Yeah, because I just go swing, make 2 of these. Each of those, like, 2 of those for a mana. We keep 4. We're still able to hold that up. Yeah, I don't know. Well, there's our 4th win. Easy win over LSV, I guess. All right, let's do one more, and then I will assess on. I'll look at the pile of work that I should be doing right now. Ooh, this is okay. Villains get +2. Max hand size is 8 and draw up to 8. Okay, so are we going Dimir control here? That's a hell of a top end. You take the mist again. Yeah, villains is blue black. I get blue black is probably the villain's archetype. Like, this is strong. But I feel like a board wipe is good for what we're trying to do with this deck. I don't know. Let's just take the cards in the archetype first. Because this might just end up being good card we have at the top end, and we don't worry about the rest of it. Turn a non-land permanent to owner's hand. Whoa, we love a mana war. We love a mana war. Great for reaching our 7 mana. That and, like, removal, I guess. Blue seems pretty open. Another Man of War. Love to see it. Hopefully we'll get one or two of these lands. Okay. Graveyardy stuff. Maybe this? All right, the wipe came back around. So this archetype is not I think this is Fill the Graveyard. This is a very solid start, I think. I think we're I think we're pretty safe in our colors here. I'm worried about taking a second one of these, but like what else are we gonna do, right? This actually is probably good for us here. Reanimate if we're hoping to get more more like discard stuff. Let's see. How do I like the pick 2 drafts? I think there's a lot less like finesse with it. I think it accomplishes what they want to do. It is certainly a lot faster to get from drafting into playing the game. But I like the complexity of like having to read 8 people. I like having to only choose one card at a time. This makes it so clear what colors are open. Like, it's much, much easier. So if you're not a big drafter and you just want to give it a shot, this is great for you. Yeah, we're still pretty low on removal, so I'll take another one of those. Yeah, this is just very easy. Sure. Yeah, I mean, like, we can be honest about it. Like, draft is very difficult. Draft is a very difficult format and not the most beginner friendly. So I think this is a good option for people that would like to try to get into it. The timers are definitely they're definitely short. Hopefully they will adjust that in the future. That I think is the only thing that is sticking out to me. I'm like, these are short timers for me. somebody who's very, very engaged and has drafted a whole lot. I think for the average player, it will be tough, but it's compensated for by just pick the cards in your color. And you should end up okay. Oh yeah, we love you. And we just take more mill. We missed this last time. We'll take one of those. Crobble. Oh, I think I got my audio sniped. There we go. Yo. I like that. That's going to be great. And probably the land. Cool. This is what? Black Cat, I think? Look at the top 9 of an opponent's thing, and you can take 2 of them. All right, this is filling out really nicely. Getting the removal that we wanted. We're getting some top end. You can start trimming this up a little bit. Is this a villain? Yes, it is. Nice. I don't think we need this. I think the crook is fine. We'd rather be able to ramp up into our big stuff. Take you. And you, sure. Counterspell might be okay in this deck. We barely have any at 4. I'll take another one of these. Okay. Woo! Longer timer will be a thing after release. Great. Excellent. That I think is my only, like, very definitely they should change this. All right, we definitely drop at least one of these. This is fine, I think, for us. But I think the other things are better because it's not even a villain. It's not even a villain. Yeah, we'll drop one of those even though we took it late. We don't need you because we don't have a ton of discard outlets. You are a villain, cool. -2. Yeah, I think this card is pretty solid if we have ways to do it. Which, like, maybe we do. And it works really nicely with these. We do have a lot of cards that live it. Get this out of here. It kills these. I don't think this is actually, like, too control-y of a deck. We are kind of trying to curve out on them. Or, like, not curve out on it. Get to the end game, you know? And we have a lot of, like, early interaction. The double snatchback, double Arger. So much bounce. I'm happy with that. I don't think we need that. for you. Yeah, I think I keep the Mist because there's very few things of ours that it actually takes out, and I think it solves a problem that we might run into because like we're very good at holding off somebody that's playing like 1 or 2 things a turn, but if they're going wide, I think we'll struggle. Prison Break, are you worth it? So we have some big hits here. These are pretty terrible for this deck. What's our creature count now? 19 still. Woo! We probably don't need this many. Man, I like all those 1-drops though. I think this is we don't actually have enough like graveyard synergies for that to be as relevant as I want it to be. Is this secretly not what we want? It like has impact as soon as it comes down, as long as we're swinging with something. Actually, maybe it's this. These are not fantastic, and I don't know that we're able to consistently get them to that level. And diversifying, I think, as much as we can will be good. I guess we do have these also count as 4-drops. Spidering today. Yeah, we are. We're spidering our Omenpaths. Yeah, I think my instinct is to drop Crobble. All right, let's play. Here we go. I think we can keep this. 4 lands are our best card. Something to slow them down? Sure. Still no board presence until turn 4, but we're okay with it. They're also not really playing things. Nice. We will definitely take that. All right, here's a crappy 4-drop. Right? Oh man, this is some action. Ooh, that flashes. Fancy. I'm gonna miss a land drop here? Oh, we can mayhem for nothing. All right, I'm gonna main phase this. I don't want to miss land drops. Because we will get to refill our hand. Yeah, we never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. You know what? Let's also set ourselves up here. Well, bang. That gets menace when you do this? Nice. I didn't even realize that. Because, like, I'm okay to give them the connive here. That's definitely better than I thought. So they're just going to play a spider again. We have convenient answer for spider. We can also return this. We can bounce it again. Yeah, honestly, I want my land drops. All right, I guess we should like deal with their creatures now. Where are my land drops? Come on, man. I'm gonna play this. It's gonna mill 2 lands. So those are the rules. Only 1. Okay, that's fine. And I think I'm just gonna fire this off now. All right, please, my lands. What was the other thing that we binned? This. Oh, actually, that's a great reanimate target. All right, what big stupid spell you got? All right. I'm sure that your 7 open mana is totally fine. We hope to bait out some sort of trick here. Yes, use your removal. Big scary 2/3 must die. Good. Good. Wow. Wow. All right. The big counter spell. And now we're dead. We're dead. We'll have one flying blocker, but they'll be able to fly the whole team. And we can't let two of them through. Wow. The removal and the counter spell. Yeah, there's just not a thing to be done there. Missed land drops and they got us with the double interaction. Oh, wait. It's not. I was thinking that the white creature. Oh, now it is. Yeah. So much interaction. I was thinking that when this swings, it does the thing, but that's not true. It's only ETB. Okay, I don't know what your pause is for. You got it. All right, well that's unfortunate. To see original sound for the second movie. This is apparently Loki green theme. Man, I can't believe we took a hand that had 4 lands in it and got stuck on lands. Like, if there was one way that if there was one thing I was not worried about that game. All right, this should be tough. Sirkovitz is a big number cruncher. If you've seen their posts online and stuff, very locked in on draft specifically. What our only real play is here on the next turn. I think I need them. I need them to slow down. So I'll throw that there. Yeah, we'll turn that into a 1. Setting up for our mist. Hopefully get to 5 mana with a healthy life total. Come on, what is this? Oof. That sucks. Yeah, this should over... Yep. That is, like, are you kidding me? You have rare that is perfect answer to thing I played. Oh, wow, that sucks. Like, this is just impossible. We'll hit a 0-cost spell off the top. Yeah, wow. Well, this was quite a disappointment of a deck. I think this deck is very good, actually. But we just got steamrolled. Like this just ruined our life. And then the getting stuck on mana when our open air has 4 is just that's a little crazy. That's a little absurd. Yuck. All right. Let me think for a second on if I should do any more. The work is piled super high. There are many things that I should be doing. Let me. I will be, I'll be right back. See you all in a moment. Okay, everybody. I think I am going to go and work on some stuff, and then hopefully I will get all of that done. I'll get like 2 weeks worth of work done in one day, and I'll come back and we'll do some more streaming. Because the set has been very fun so far. The archetypes seem interesting. I do like that we can get through a draft quickly, but I am interested to see what it's like otherwise. So, yeah, I will hopefully see you all later today. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.